Hello, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Planescape Torment. So I made a post on the Beamdog forums asking for information on thieving, like percentages, etc. And it's been about 4 or 5 hours. On the weekends, I have a buddy of mine that comes over, or I go over to his house and we play Magic: The Gathering. And in that amount of time, no one has responded, and it's only got 7 views. So, I don't know. I'll just have to play around with it, either figure it out or wait for a response from someone to explain how it works. The other thing was find out where Feyrod's corpses are coming from for the man in the rag picker square. Excuse me. And Feyrod is dead. And from what I can gather, and I was talking to my buddy about this, we did pretty much everything that we could in Rag Picker Square. Talked to everyone we could, or at least that I could find, and there was no place to get this information from. But I did tell him that there was a spot to lie in, and it's like, well, it sounds like your only option is to lie to this guy. And there was a little bit of conversation, back and forth, and it's just one of those things. We're gonna just lie to him because the only person that I could think of that would have that information would be Feyrod, but we were given that cinematic to where Feyrod was killed by shadows. So I'm just gonna lie to Sharegrave and let the chips fall where they may. The man nods the slightest greeting. Have you done what I asked of you? Found out what he's up to? We're gonna lie and say that Feyrod's simply lucky in finding the dead bodies. That's it. I don't believe you. Where would they all come from? From another plane. He thinks about it, tugging at what's left of his earlobe. Mayhap. But how? What plane? From the killing fields of the Grey Waste, perhaps.
Updated my journal.
Hey, you know what? 750 is not a lot at this point, but it's not zero. So, anyway, He looks at you doubtfully. Here's your jink, Burke. Now get out of here before I get bothered and send my bloods after you. You know what? Let's not press our luck. Let's go.
All right.
We got 100 jink out of that. 750 experience. Let's call it a win. And let's be done with it.
I'm gone.
Alright. That's one quest in the book. Find a key and sneak out of tenement. I ran into a girl named Sybil. This didn't finish? Apparently she had become trapped inside the tenement by a gang of Zaositeks that is holding some sort of gathering in the room that contains the exit to the Alley of Lingering Sighs. She told me of another door to the room that may provide a means to slip past the thugs without a fight. I have agreed to find a key to this door, which supposedly carried by one of the... Okay, we got all the keys because we ended up having to kill everybody. So I guess on our way back, we'll just... I don't know, we'll go through everything in there and double check to see if we happen to miss anything. Because once we got to the alley, she wasn't there. So we'll double check this, and then to undo the repairs the Davis made to the alley. Although I managed to get rid of the Davis, the repairs it made are still preventing the alley from dividing. I've agreed to find and somehow reverse the repairs. It seems the alley is on the verge of giving birth, and in its weakened state, it is unable to reverse the changes itself. I'll probably need some tools, a hammer, and a pry bar. Okay, so we got the hammer. That's why we came all the way back here. And we have a pry bar somewhere, right there. So we have the hammer and we have the pry bar. So that should complete the quest. Actually, let's go to the tattoo parlor. I'm sorry. Like I said, my buddy came over to play some Magic. We hang out. We snack on stuff. We have some alcohol. Have a good old time. So if my speech is a little slurred, you'll have to forgive me. Good times. Alright, we need to get Anna some tattoos. One intelligence. Oh man, that would be great, but I'm gonna stick with the static effects of intelligence and wisdom for my main character. Protection from evil, I don't care. Golden Dead, I don't care. Bless, I don't really care about. Save versus spells, that's not bad, but... Okay, there's another +1 to luck. I don't hate that. Oh, you can only call upon its luck ability a limited number of times? Nope. No thanks. +1 to all damage attacks. Okay. Grants permanent +3 to pickpocket skills. Usable only by Nameless One and Thief. So I have to be... This is the main character, and he has to be a thief. That sucks. +1 Thaco. Bloodletting. 1 to strength, I'm not interested. 2 to strength, meh. Intelligence. Spirit, that's wisdom. Greater action be +2 wisdom, health, I don't care. Presence, meh. Enduring is intelligence, warding is armor class. Man, these tattoos suck. They're not great for anyone else. Let's not waste our money. If I'm wrong about this, tell me in the comments section below. But that didn't... No, the only one that I wanted for Anna is actually only available to our main character.
All right.
Okay. So we need to... Let's open this door. Let's open this door. Because unfortunately we had to kill everybody. All the doors upstairs have been opened. Everything to the second and third floor has been opened. We've gone through everything there, so we've looted everything. Let's see if Sybil comes out after everything has been pretty much done inside here. Please? Thank you! Oh, thank you! I must say, Cutter, I'm impressed. I thought for sure those animals would chew you up good. Well, I guess I should thank you. She pauses for a moment, then reaches into her pouch and pulls forth a small green gemstone. Here, this is on the dogs. See you around, Cutter. Farewell, Sybil.
Updated my journal.
Hey, 1,000 experience. Oh, an otter's tear. Sure. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's give that to Dakan.
All right.
This mass... Oh, we clicked on it. This massive iron gate is rusted shut. There's no way to open it. We can't go this way. What is this? This rickety dwelling looks as though it has stood for centuries. Its wooden walls are weathered and worn with age. A number of planks on the side of the structure appear to have been recently pried loose. Probably from the debus. Because they're constantly repairing things. And there were two. One was dead and one was wandering around repairing, but we got him locked inside that same building. To where he's probably going to starve. Let's examine the structure. It appears as though the debus was tempting... Yeah, there we go. The debus was attempting to tear down this ancient structure. Several boards are loose upon the building's frame. Their nails are nearly pried all the way out. Use the hammer to nail the boards back into place. Sure. You hammer the boards neatly back into place, taking a step back to examine your handiwork. You notice, strangely enough, the building no longer appears quite as old as it did at first glance. Okay. Can we go in here yet? Can we open it? Can we force it open?
Failed. Your will be done. Done.
If he can't force it open, no one will. The dark recess ascends for a few feet. Oh, we read this. Yeah. What are you?
I'm gone.
This dilapidated structure seems on the verge of collapse. Oh, we read this already. Several boards have recently been nailed into place to reinforce the sagging building. Yeah. Examine it more closely. It appears as if the debus was in the process of repairing this building. Several newer and sturdier boards have been nailed into place over the old ones. With the right tool, you may be able to reverse the repairs. Use the pry bar to loosen the boards. One by one, you pry loose the fresh boards from the face of the building. As the last board comes free, the building emits a loud groan and its weight shifts unsteadily upon its now unsupported frame. Let's move so that doesn't collapse on us. Anything else? Doesn't seem. Well, regardless, I don't know. So, we got the pry bar, we got the hammer for the, I don't know, the face in the wall. So we should be able to do whatever repairs that need to be done out here.
I'm gone.
I don't see... Oh, there we go. As you approach the stone face, the various ambient sounds of the alley once again assault your ears. And through them the voice speaks. You have returned. I have reversed the repairs you have asked. I didn't do anything out here. What do you... Like, how did I reverse the repairs? I've got the tools, but there's nothing to click on out here. I don't understand. I haven't done anything. How have I reversed the repairs? Well, anyway, I have reversed the repairs you have asked. Yes, all is in order. I am grateful. Again, the wind begins to blow around you, this time with fierce intensity. The omnipresent sounds of the alley begin to increase in volume until the soft murmur of the voice is nearly drowned out by the ensuing racket. Now you must go. Division begins. The way is now open to you.
Updated my journal.
Oh, wow. Wow! 16,250. Wow! The stone face before you begins to transform once again. Its mass shifting, its mass shifting and roiling as you look on. The entire wall seems to melt before your eyes, exposing a narrow passageway beyond. The ground underfoot suddenly begins to rock violently, and the soft sighing of the wind intensifies to a more urgent, almost human-like moaning. As you can hear the sounds of crashing stone and snapping boards all around you as you dash into the passageway.
Updated my journal. I feel stronger.
You leveled. You there, sir. You look like you might be interested in some fine clothes. Mort, where are you going? Is this the one? It's a skull, ain't it? That's what he wants. Grab it. Ah, no! They took my tank. They took my tank! Okay, let's pause. I'm confused. Where am I? I'm in the lower ward. I'm here. So, where did completed? Okay, the Sybil thing was a little confusing, but I guess opening all the doors and checking everything you can click on finishes that quest, whatever. What I'm confused is I didn't do any repairs in the alley for that face. Like, I went to the alley where the face was. There was nothing to click on. How did I finish that quest? It said, because you need the hammer, you need the pry bar, but you needed those to do repairs. But we didn't do any repairs when we went to the alley and we talked to the face. I'm so confused. I don't get it. I don't see where it's at either. These seem pretty out of order. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out later. But they just took Mort. They took my tank. That's not good. But let's level up our main character. We get 1 characteristic point, 4 hit points. Ooh. We are at 20 wisdom, 20 int, but we're at actually 22 with the tattoos that we have. Let's keep going with wisdom. And the con, yeah, hit points, fighter skills improved, Thaco 15, sure.
All right. I'm gone.
Where's my sound? Oh, there it is. I accidentally hit mute on my keyboard. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people to speak to. There's all of Mort's stuff. Damn it.
Right.
Done.
You see a harmonium officer. He gives you a bored look as you approach. Greetings. He gives you a bored look. Greetings, citizen. Measure 3 Vorten at your service. I have some questions. He sighs. I don't mean to be rude, but I am on duty and have no time for questions. He pauses. If you would like information, go talk to Ebb Creeknees. Oh, Ebb Creeknees. That's the guy from the Smoldering Corpse Inn. Where can I find him? He thinks for a moment. Last I heard, he pretty much set himself up at the Smoldering Corpse bar. You can find him there. Okay, whatever. Goodbye. Sebastian, do you have information? Where is Mort? Look, okay, let me pause here. I really like Mort, but I'm so suspicious because of the tattoos and message to myself, don't trust the skull. Mort didn't read that part to me on my back. And on top of that, Mort just happened to be in the mortuary when I was resurrected, and I told myself, basically, don't trust the skull. But Mort is such a good tank. I don't know. I'm so confused. Anyway. You see an older man in elegant robes. He has bright eyes and a warm smile. He gives you a slight bow as you approach. Good day, Cutter. I'm Sebastian. How may I serve you? Greetings. Greetings to you as well, Cutter. He stops mid-sentence and he notices your scars. You see his eyes travel along him and his eyebrows arc in surprise. He returns his gaze to you. I was about to ask what I could do for you, but there is no need. I think I see why you came here to see me, Cutter. What, are you trying to tell me you can help me with these scars? He smiles at you and shrugs his shoulders. Perhaps, Cutter. Perhaps. He leans forward and begins to examine your scars carefully. He runs a finger along several of them, mumbling to himself. Finally, he looks up at you. Yes, Cutter, I can help you. I cannot cure you, but I can alleviate the worst of your condition. And your price? Ah, yes. The price. He begins stroking his chin and stares at you. You get the impression you're being weighed somehow. He seems to come to some sort of decision. I have a job I think you could perform. Okay, go on. I have signed a contract with a certain creature. I am no longer able to fulfill the contract. It is beyond my abilities. However, the creature will not release me from the contract. Instead, it has threatened me with death unless I fulfill the contract. Let me guess. You want me to solve this problem for you? He sighs. Yes, I cannot do it myself. My reputation demands that I fulfill the contract or face the consequences. I'm at your mercy in this regard. Will you help me? What kind of creature are you talking about? An Abishai named Grosuk, Cutter. He pauses to gauge your reaction. I know this is a difficult task, but one I think you can handle. Also, the reward I offer you is great. He gestures at your scars. What were you contracted to do? He shakes his head. I cannot reveal that information, Cutter. I am magically bound not to. I'm sorry, I'm magically bound not to. That is why people come to me. They know that if I accept a contract, it will be handled with discretion. Well, what kind of creature are we talking about? He just answered that in Abishai. I see. An interesting proposal. He looks at you hopefully. Will you do it, Cutter? Yes. Give me the details.
Updated my journal.
He smiles at you and gives you a sigh of relief. Thank you, Cutter. The creature is an Abishai named Groshuk. You will need a magic weapon to cause any harm, so check with some of the shops if you do not own one. A spellcaster can harm it as well. Groshuk can be found to the east, beyond the siege tower. Siege tower? Yes. Over beyond the market. Damn thing just appeared one day several years back. No one knows why, and no one seems able to get inside it to find out. Okay, I see. But I have other questions. Okay, I had a talking skull and he was kidnapped. Can you help me? He stares at you for some time before answering. A skull? Well, if I were to hazard a guess, I would say that your skull is now in the possession of the Master of Bones. Which means you should get yourself another skull, Cutter. Well, what can you tell me of the Master of Bones? He frowns and glances about for a moment. His name is Lothar, and he does not appreciate the attention of others. I know nothing of him. I can answer no questions about him. You can actually see a hint of fear in his eyes. Let us speak of another subject, Cutter. No. Where can I find this Master of Bones? He glances about nervously. A ruined house somewhere in this ward leads to his Demesne? I don't know. I know nothing more. You can actually see a hint of fear in his eyes. Let us speak of another subject, Cutter. What is this place? It gives you a quizzical look. Do you mean this market? Or this ward of Sigil? What is the market? This is a common market, Cutter. There are many things for sale here. Spells, potions, information, women, men, just about anything if you can afford the price. Okay, well tell me about the ward. This is the lower ward, Cutter, home of the common people and industrial site of Sigil. It's not the slums of the Hive, yet it holds no splendor such as the ladies' ward. Why is it called the lower ward? He lets out a short laugh and shrugs his shoulders. That depends on your point of view, Cutter. The rich say it's because this is the home of the common or lower classes. If you ask those who live here, it's because of the portals and the incident. The incident? Yes. He frowns as he pauses to think. A long time ago, this was known as the Prime Ward. People new to the city were placed here and not allowed access to all of Sigil. There were many other restrictions placed upon them as well. Some Burke took offense to that and decided to form a rebellion. It went nowhere, of course, until he made a fascinating discovery. You see, there are a lot of portals in this area, as well as the city. Most of them open onto the lower planes. Well, Barmy Burke found a way to open them all at once. He allowed anything that wanted to come through to the portals into the city. It became quite bloody. It became quite bloody. A terrible war ensued. Anyway, that's why it's known as the Lower Ward, because of the portals. All right, so we're gonna end this now because we're super close to time, and we'll pick it up in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all join me for the next one.